Hello, guys. Welcome back to TFD. We're coming at you with breaking news hot off the press. And I'm telling you right now, this one is everywhere. Looks like Caitlin Clark just dropped a new video that is straight up breaking the internet. For this one, we gotta head up to Indy because things are getting real interesting over there. Let's get it. Let's go. Now look, I've said it before. I've been critical of Caitlin Clark this offseason. I can't speak for everybody, but I've been saying she needs to do a little more when it comes to connecting with the fans. You know, not just on the court, but outside the game too. Tweet more, engage more, talk to the people who've been writing for her since day one. Not everything's about the bag. Sometimes it's about giving back that love to the folks who put you there. But now, what I'm seeing today, this right here might be the moment that changes the whole narrative, because Caitlin Clark just did exactly what I've been hoping for. She stepped out, showed some personality, and gave fans a look at the real her. So there's this viral video going around. It's Caitlin Clark sitting down for what looks like glamour interview, maybe part of their Women Behind Caitlin Clark series. Don't quote me yet, but it looks official. And from what I can tell, this was produced by Glamour in partnership with Eli Lilly and Company. So yeah, this ain't no small project. This is legit. And I'm not gonna lie, man, seeing Caitlin talk like that, open up about who she is beyond basketball, it hits different. You can see the confidence, but also the humility. She's showing growth, showing that she knows her impact stretches way beyond the court. It's about time the world gets to see that side of Caitlin Clark. Not just the fiery competitor who drops 40 a night, but the thoughtful young woman representing Indy, the Fever, and the next generation of women's basketball. So buckle up because we're about to roll that footage and react to every moment. This might be one of Caitlin's best off-court moves yet. Let's get into it right here on TFD.
I'm Caitlin Clark, and we are here to talk about women that have inspired me to become myself. I feel like my mom has always kind of been my rock. The first person I called when I got hurt this year was my mom. I'm like, can you fly here and cook me a meal and just spend time with me? And that is just the person that makes you feel safe. And I probably took that for granted as a kid, but my mom always made the best meals. I think it's important to take time for yourself. And I think also when I do have free time, one of my escapes is cooking a healthy meal for myself, whether that's, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I really do enjoy that. Just putting on music and making a home cooked meal. And I think that's because it feels like a safe place for myself, because that's kind of what I grew up on. Coach Blitter has had a great impact on my life. We've been able to stay in close contact over the course of my career now. Obviously, I've been away for 2 years and she has now since retired. But I think one thing that was probably super impactful on myself and all of my teammates is we always had a breast cancer game or a cancer game, and she would always bring in cancer survivors that got to kind of tell their story, but also the impact our team had on people and how much joy we could bring to them, because those people were huge Iowa women's basketball fans, and them getting to spend a day with us meant the world to them. So I think it put great perspective not only on basketball, but what we get to do for other people. I think my partnership with Lily, more than anything, first of all, they care about women's sports, which is incredibly important to me. And now getting to play in Indianapolis and them being based here, it feels like a pretty natural partnership. On our jerseys, we wear the Lily patch, so I feel pretty lucky and fortunate to be able to work with them. Maya Moore was definitely my favorite basketball player growing up, male or female. Getting to meet her and watch her play in a game for the first time is probably one of the greatest memories of my childhood, truly. And when Maya Moore did come and watch me at Iowa, it was a surprise. She was sitting courtside, and just to have somebody you grew up wanting to be take time out of their day to come and support you. And she was inducted to the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, and the way she talked about team culture and how much that meant to her, and being a team player and how impactful that can be on your life is so true. And being on teams that have been really good, how true that is and how much that meant to her. And throughout the course of her career, it's just an easy person to be able to cheer for. My favorite book growing up, it was Winners Never Quit, this picture book, and it was about Mia Hamm. And I remember when I would read books before I went to bed with my parents, that was the one I always wanted to pick. The resiliency she had, that's the whole story of the book, and what USA Women's Soccer did for not only female athletes, but women in general, and how much they brought people together. That's just been her ability. It's just really to inspire people and to give back. And I don't think I would be here if it wasn't for them, because they were the people that inspired me to want to play in the first place or want to work hard and achieve everything that I wanted to achieve. Like, if it wasn't for those people that have kind of inspired me, like, I certainly don't think I would be able to play in front of a sold-out crowd every single night and have young girls and young boys screaming and wearing my jersey. Like, those are moments you never take for granted.
Now, I actually did a video earlier today. It's not fully complete yet, but I'll be uploading it soon. You guys might not know this, but it's about Lisa Bluder. Yeah, Coach Bluder sat down with Sarah Spain, and that's the video I was working on before this one. And let me tell you, she shared a lot of things about Caitlin Clark that most of us had no clue about. I'm talking about real, behind-the-scenes insight. Stuff that really helps us understand Caitlin on a deeper level. Things that make you go, okay, now it all makes sense. And honestly, I feel like this is the kind of information that strengthens the fan base. Shout out to Caitlin Clark's style for sharing this, man. For real. We need more of this. This is exactly the type of energy we've been asking for all offseason. We need to see more of Caitlin Clark speaking openly, connecting with her fans, and just giving us those little moments that remind us who she really is. Talking in depth, sharing stories we haven't heard before, and showing that human side that makes fans love her even more. Now, I'm not the type to dig into somebody's personal life. That's not what I'm about. But when a player like Caitlin chooses to open up on her own terms, it's powerful. Seeing her talk about how much her mom means to her, or how Lisa Bluder has shaped her into the person and player she's become, that's the kind of stuff that builds real connection. And I'll say this, it's great for her brand moving forward. Because right now, Caitlin's in a unique spot. Her player edition, PE shoes, are dropping in about 3 or 4 days. And this kind of timing is perfect. She's showing her authentic self right before a major release, and we as fans gotta show up and support that. Look, I know some people are on the fence with everything going on in women's basketball, the drama, the politics, the noise, but through it all, I've never said don't support Caitlin Clark. We have to stand behind her. If we truly believe in Caitlin and want her to be the best version of herself, we gotta keep backing her up, not just with words, but with actions. Buy her merch, get those Wilson basketballs, and keep her momentum going. Because right now, she's navigating a tough phase. Let's be real. This past season was full of chaos. And a lot of that, in my opinion, came from the Indiana Fever front office. The way they managed her, or mismanaged her, was questionable. Taking her off the ball, putting her back on, changing her role mid-season, forcing her to bulk up and change her natural game, it was a lot, man. I said months ago that I didn't like how they were handling that, and I still stand by it. Caitlin just needs to get back to the basics. What got her here was pure basketball. Her love of the game, her confidence, her joy. That Iowa energy. Maybe go back to Iowa for a bit. Link up with some old coaches, pull up to a Hawkeyes game, reconnect with the roots that built the legend. Because when Caitlin Clark plays from that place, that pure hometown hero vibe, nobody can touch her. I do think the fame, the spotlight, the constant pressure, it's been heavy, and maybe she just needed a reset. Go back to what got you here, Caitlin, and everything else will fall back into place. But one thing's for sure, the Caitlin Clark brand isn't slowing down. We got the shoe drop, the golf event coming up, and more big things happening this November. So let's keep that same energy, keep supporting, and keep believing. Drop your thoughts in the comment section, keep those bells on, and don't forget to like and subscribe.